She trusted her parents. She loved her grandmother. But one evening, they left Nani behind. Forever. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Varada English. I'm Zara, and today I have a very special and emotional story to share with you. Let's start the story. My name is Leela. I am 12 years old. My world is my family. It is a small world, but it was warm. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my grandma. We called her Nani. Nani lived with us ever since I could remember. Her room was next to mine. I could hear her humming at night. It was a soft, shaky sound. It made me feel safe. Nani smelled like flower and lavender. Her hands were covered in little lines. They were soft when she held my face. She used to tell me stories about her village, stories about the river she swam in, stories about my grandfather. I never met him. He had a laugh that could fill a room, she would say. Her eyes would look far away, like she was watching the story on a wall I couldn't see. After school, I would sit at the kitchen table. Nani would make me a snack. She would cut apple slices. Her hands sometimes shook. The slices would be a little crooked. I didn't mind. We would talk about my day. She always listened. She made me feel important. But then, things started to change. It started slowly, like a drip from a tap. My dad lost his job. He was home a lot. He would sit on the couch. He stared at the television, but I don't think he was watching it. My mom started working more. She came home late. Her face was tired. She didn't smile as much. The air in our house felt thick, like before a storm. I heard them arguing. Their voices were low murmurs through the walls. I could not hear the words, but I could feel the anger. It was a cold feeling in my stomach. One night, I heard a word clearly. My mom said it. Money. Another night, I heard another word. Medicine. Nani's medicine. I saw the little bottles on the counter. My mom would pick them up. She would sigh. It was a heavy sound.
Nani noticed the change too.
I could see it. She stopped humming. She stopped telling stories. She moved through the house like a ghost. She tried to be smaller. She tried to take up less space. One morning, she spilled her tea. It was a small spill, just a little puddle on the table. My mom snapped. "I just cleaned that!" Her voice was sharp, like a knife. Nani flinched. Her hands flew to her mouth. "I am sorry," she whispered. "So sorry." "It's fine," my mom said, but her voice was not fine. It was tight and angry. She grabbed a cloth and wiped the table. She did it quickly. She did not look at Nani.
I looked at Nani. Her eyes were shiny with tears.
She saw me looking. She gave me a small, weak smile. It was a smile that broke my heart. I wanted to say something. I wanted to tell my mom to stop. But I was scared. The storm in the house was too big. I felt very small. Nani stopped coming to the dinner table. She said she was not hungry. She ate in her room. I missed her. The table felt empty without her. One evening I went to her room. The door was open a little. I peeked in. She was sitting on her bed. She was holding a photograph. It was a picture of my dad when he was a boy. He was smiling. He was holding her hand. She was crying. Her shoulders shook silently. I didn't go in. I didn't know what to do. I just stood there. I felt a terrible sadness. I felt like I was losing her. The arguments got louder. I could hear them now. "We can't afford this, Mark," my mom yelled. "What do you want me to do? She's my mother," my dad yelled back. "I don't know, but we can't keep going like this. The bills are piling up." I put my pillow over my head. I tried to block the sound, but I couldn't. I started to hate coming home from school. The house was not warm anymore. It was cold and full of secrets. Then, Nani got sick. It was a bad cough. It sounded deep and painful. She stayed in her bed. My mom and dad went into her room. They closed the door. I pressed my ear to it. "We should call a doctor," my dad said. His voice was worried. "And how do we pay for that?" my mom asked. "The last visit cost a fortune." "We have to think about Leela. We have to think about us." There was a long silence. "I know," my dad said softly. He sounded defeated. "I know." The next day, my mom told me we were taking Nani for a drive. "The fresh air will be good for her cough," she said. She wouldn't look at me when she said it. Nani was very weak. My dad had to help her to the car. She looked small and fragile. She was wearing her best shawl. It was blue, the color of the sky on a summer day. She looked at me. Her eyes were cloudy and scared. "Where are we going?" she asked softly. "For a drive, Nani," my mom said. Her voice was too cheerful. It sounded fake. "It will be nice." I got in the back seat with Nani. She held my hand. Her grip was weak. Her skin felt thin, like paper. We drove for a long time. We left our town behind. The buildings disappeared. Then the houses disappeared. We were on a road I had never seen before. There were only trees and fields. The sun began to set. The sky turned orange and purple. It was beautiful, but it felt wrong. My dad was quiet. His knuckles were white on the steering wheel. My mom was staring straight ahead. Nani had fallen asleep. Her head was on my shoulder. She was breathing softly. Finally, my dad stopped the car. We were in a place I didn't know. It was a quiet lane near an old, empty-looking building. It was getting dark. "We're here," my mom said. She got out of the car. My dad opened the back door. "Mother," he said gently. "Wake up." Nani opened her eyes. She looked confused. "Where are we?" "It's a nice place," my dad said. He helped her out of the car. He walked her to a bench under a tree. It was a cold stone bench. "Sit here for a while," he said. "The air is fresh." He put a bag down next to her. I saw her clothes inside, and her medicine bottles. My heart started to beat very fast. This was wrong. This was all wrong. "Let's go, Leela," my mom said. She was already back in the car. I didn't move. I looked at Nani on the bench. She looked so small. She looked at my dad. Her eyes were wide. She understood. "David," she whispered. It was my dad's name. Her voice was full of a question, a terrible, sad question. My dad's face was pale. He leaned down and kissed her forehead. "I'm sorry," he whispered. It was so quiet I almost didn't hear it. Then he turned and walked quickly back to the car. He got in. He started the engine. "Wait!" I screamed. "We can't leave her! Dad! Mom!" "Leela, be quiet," my mom said sharply. "No, we have to go back! Nani!" I tried to open the car door. It was locked. My dad started to drive. I turned and looked out the back window. Nani was still on the bench. She was just a small shape in the growing darkness. She wasn't moving. She was watching us leave. I cried. I cried until my throat hurt. My parents didn't say a word. The car was silent. The only sound was the engine and my sobs. That night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about Nani. Was she cold? Was she scared? Was she all alone? I felt a pain in my chest. It was a pain I had never felt before. It was the pain of knowing something terrible, and I had done nothing to stop it. The next day, the police came to our house. My mom opened the door. Her face went white. A police officer was there. He was tall and had a kind face. Nani was with him. She looked tired, but she was safe. My mom started crying. "Oh, Mother, I'm so sorry. We're so sorry." The police officer was stern. He talked to my parents for a long time. He said what they did was very wrong. It was against the law. I didn't care about that. I ran to Nani and hugged her. I held her tight. I never wanted to let go. She hugged me back. Her arms were thin, but they were strong. "My Leela," she whispered. The police officer said Nani couldn't live with us anymore, not after what happened. He said she would go to a new place, a place where people would take care of her. It was called Shanti Bhavan. It was a home for elders. I was scared for her. I thought it would be a sad, lonely place. The next week, we went to visit her. I was nervous. I held my mom's hand. My mom was crying softly. She couldn't stop saying she was sorry. Shanti Bhavan was not what I expected. It was a big, white building. It had a beautiful garden. There were flowers everywhere. I saw people walking. I heard laughter. They found Nani in the garden. She was sitting in a circle with other people. They were singing. She saw us. She smiled. It was a real smile. It reached her eyes. She introduced us to her new friends. There was Mr. Apte, who told funny stories. There was Mrs. Salma, who loved to knit. They all seemed happy. "They are like my family now," Nani said softly. We walked in the garden. The sun was warm. Nani held my hand. "Are you happy here, Nani?" I asked. She stopped walking. She looked at the flowers. She looked at her friends laughing. "It is different, Leela," she said. "At first I was very sad. My heart was broken. But here, no one thinks I am a burden. Here, I am just Margaret. I have friends. We sing, we talk, we remember." She looked at me. "A mother's heart never stops loving your father," she said. "But I have stopped waiting for him to come back for me. My life did not end that night on the bench. In a way, it began again." I understood. I finally understood. We didn't abandon her to be lonely. We abandoned her, and she found a new family. She found a place where she belonged. I still visit her every week. We sit in the garden. She tells me stories again. Her hands don't shake as much. Her eyes are clear. I learned a big lesson. Family is not just about blood. It is about love. It is about care. And sometimes you can find family in the most unexpected places. My house is quieter now. My parents are trying to be better. They are filled with guilt. But I am not as sad anymore, because I know Nani is okay. She is loved. She is not alone. And neither am I. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of our community. Until next time, take care and keep listening. This is Zara from Varada English, signing off.